and welcome to SoulTribe Yoga. And with this practice we have a bedtime yoga ritual that is going to hopefully give you a chance to stretch everything deeply, soothe your nervous system and prepare for a good sleep. So if you'd like to hop onto your mat, we're going to begin this practice in child's pose. So once you're on your mat, take your knees wide, toes together, and then let's slowly, mindfully make our way down towards the earth as we walk the hands out in front of us. Lengthen the spine, draw the sitting bones back towards the heels, and gently bring the forehead towards the mat. So welcome to your own little yoga ritual, this precious time that you can tend to yourself, stretching and softening. Maybe it feels good here to massage the forehead by taking it side to side. Or maybe you prefer to walk the hands over towards the left side of the mat. Bring the right hand to rest on top of the left and exhale into that deep opening of the right side body. Really breathe into the spaces that are created between the ribs. Let's take some deep and mindful breaths here. And then begin to walk the hands over to the other side of the mat, just pausing for a moment in center, and then taking it across to the right side, bringing the palm of the left hand to rest on top of the right for an even deeper stretch. Inviting more softness with each exhale. And then walking your hands back through to center. We'll come up to our tabletop position. So keeping everything gentle and slow and close to the ground this evening. Plant the palms so they're underneath the shoulders, spreading the fingers wide, and check that your knees are directly underneath the hips. So as we breathe here, we're going to inhale, lifting the tailbone, dropping the belly, opening the front body as we draw the sternum forwards and lifting the head last of all. Exhaling as you curl the tailbone under, draw the navel to the spine and let the head relax and release. And just begin to flow at your own pace here. With each inhale, think about that space you are creating through the front body. And with each exhale, making space in the back body. And at the end of the day, just taking the time to listen to our bodies and seeing if there are any other ways we can tend to ourselves here. So maybe dropping the hips from side to side, or taking some full circles with the body one way and the other. Listening and tuning into the energies of your body. And from here, coming back to tabletop. So we're going to inhale and open the left arm up. Just finding a gentle twist here as we open the front body and lift the heart space. And then begin to bend the left elbow as you bring the left hand and see whether you can draw it to rest in the crease of the right thigh. Keep opening the left shoulder. And then as you exhale, we're going to come back onto our heels, keeping the left arm where it is. Bring the right hand to the left knee and use the breath to help ease you into a gentle twist. So inhaling, finding length, and exhaling round into your twist. Mindful of the spine as the axis of this twist, and maybe softening or closing the eyes completely. Allowing the shoulders to drop away from the ears. And one more breath cycle here. Exhaling as you release, coming back round and preparing to take that to the other side. So inhaling as you open through, lifting the right arm up to the sky, and then drawing the right hand round, finding the left hip crease or wherever it can come to. No pressure ever to make it look a certain way. Just keep tuning into how it feels in your body. Now as you exhale, let's once again come back down to sitting on the heels. And bring this time the left hand to the right knee. As you inhale, sit up nice and tall. And as you exhale, gently opening the right shoulder. Once again, releasing any tension, keeping everything soft in the muscles of the face, the shoulders, softness behind the eyes. Inhale, finding length, and exhaling your way back round. This time walking the hands forward, keeping the sitting bones nice and high, curling the toes under, and gradually exhaling the heart space down towards the mat. So a full upper body stretch here. Use each exhale to bring the sternum, the heart space, gradually down towards the earth. You might feel more comfortable bringing the chin or the forehead towards the earth. Just stretch it out here. And support with these deep mindful breaths, seeing if you can bring the inhale and exhale to be the same length. Now from here, let's walk the hands back slightly as we prepare to come into down dog. So curl the toes under, bring the sitting bones back towards the heels, and then with the hands shoulders width apart, push down and up out of the mat as you lift the sitting bones towards the sky. Maybe keeping some softness through the knees, or perhaps pedaling the legs. Drawing the shoulder blades together. Perhaps turning the big toes in towards one another slightly. Pushing down through the fleshy pad underneath the index finger to release any tension from the wrists. And then beginning to take small mindful steps up towards the hands, finding your way into a really soft and relaxed forward fold, Uttanasana. So Really, no need to straighten the legs completely here unless you feel in your body that that's what you need right now. Otherwise, keep the knees bent. Allow the upper body to relax down onto the thighs. And maybe grab hold of the elbows and take a soft, soft sway here. Just cradling yourself, nurturing yourself. Let the day so far release down into the earth. Maybe exhaling forcefully through an open mouth, letting it go. And then releasing the fingertips down to the earth. We'll heel toe the feet a little wider than the hips, keeping the toes turned out, heels turned in towards one another, and then sinking down into Malasana, garland pose. So bringing the palms together here, the elbows pushing into the inner thighs and the inner thighs pushing back. Sitting up nice and tall. Time for some stillness. Focusing on each breath, using each breath cycle almost as a mantra. So not worrying if thoughts come, not getting stressed out about clearing our minds, but just acknowledging the thoughts that do come and gently bringing your focus back to each breath. Each inhale to stillness and each exhale to stillness. And after your next exhale, we shall release the hands and come down onto the sitting bones, bringing the soles of the feet together, coming into Baddha Konasana. So just listen to what feels best in your body here. Maybe it feels good to keep the feet zipped up closer to the body, or perhaps it feels good to push them a little further away and make some more space. So let's lightly hold onto our feet or our ankles and soften through the elbows. Again, there's no need for your knees to be right down on the floor. Just see if with each exhale you can gently encourage them to get a little heavier as they gradually draw down. Now use the breath as you come forwards into a forward fold here. So keep length through the spine. Again, it doesn't matter about getting really close to the floor. Let's not curve the spine. Let's keep that length from the tailbone to the crown of the head as you softly come forwards. If it feels good, you might want to relax the head all the way down, drawing the shoulders down and away from the ears, and breathing here. Okay, use your next inhale to come back up, lengthening the right leg away from you and drawing the sole of the left foot to the inner thigh. Turn your body so that your shoulders are facing down towards your outstretched foot. And then let's find length as we inhale up, maintaining that length as we draw forwards, Janu Sasasana. So your hands might come to your thighs, your calves, or maybe catch hold of the feet. With each inhale, find that length, and with each exhale, gradually begin to offer the body towards the leg. And again, if it feels better to keep a bit more of a bend there, then that's fine. This time is about nurturing you, looking after yourself, your practice, your time. A gift to you. Let's inhale as we come up and just really stretching out the body here. I'm going to bring the left hand behind me, and then as I inhale, just open up, coming onto the left knee, extending the right leg, extending the right arm, breathing into that stretch, and exhaling down. Okay, taking that to the other side now. So the left leg extends away, right foot comes in, we turn our bodies as we find length on the inhale, and exhale, coming forwards. Keep it soft, keep it gentle, riding the wave of each breath. And then inhaling back up. This time bring the right hand behind you and inhale as you lift the hips up, stretching the entire body here. And exhaling down. Okay, so turning to face the short edge of the mat now. Let's lengthen both legs away from us. Really feel that connection of the sitting bones on the mat. And then inhaling as you reach up, we're going to come forwards into Paschimottanasana. So really soothing the nervous system here with a deep stretch from the feet to the crown of the head. And once more, if it feels better for you to keep the knees soft, feel free to bend them as much as you like. Again, ride the wave of each breath. Let it soothe you. Let it comfort you. As you draw further and further towards relaxation. On your next inhale, let's come back up. Bending the knees, we're going to slide down the mat a little way and come to lie down. Once you're there, let's hug the knees into the body and take a little rock, massaging out the lower back as you rock gently from side to side. Just really mothering yourself here. Finding that connection to the softness, the nurturing qualities within you, and using them to make you feel better. And maybe rocking a little front to back. And then finally just find some stillness here as you draw into Apanasana. Okay, let's keep hold of the right knee as we extend the left leg away from us. And then draw the right leg up towards the sky. So interlacing the fingers behind the thigh, or the calf, or maybe taking hold of the big toe. Gradually begin to draw that leg in towards you so you can feel as much of a stretch as you like down the back of that leg. Releasing your hold on the leg here, we're going to bend the knee again and bring the left hand across to it as you draw the right knee over the body. Let the right hip come all the way up and over as you allow the right arm to relax away from you at shoulder height and turn the head to face down towards the right fingertips. Just make sure you can feel both shoulders connected with the mat, and then go ahead and close your eyes. Tune into any sounds around you, whether they're distant or near. And begin to bring that awareness further in until maybe you're aware of the sound of your own heartbeat. Let's inhale as we bring the knee back up, hugging both knees in again, and this time lengthening the right leg down onto the mat. We'll take that stretch with the left leg, finding the best place for you to interlace the fingers or grab hold of the toe. All the time, giving yourself permission to release into each stretch, each pose. So bending that knee, bring the right hand and gradually draw it across the body, this time making sure again that both shoulders are still connected with the mat, and turning your head to look down towards the left fingers. Time to relax, time to slow down. Time to make sure you get the space and the rest you need to replenish. So let's inhale and draw that knee back up and over. One last great big hug as you wrap the arms tightly around the legs. Maybe coming up into embryo, catching the feet, drawing the nose towards the knees. And then taking your time to unfurl, lengthen everything. One great big stretch from the feet, from the toes to the fingertips. And then exhale, just let it all release. Take the feet as wide as your mat. Snuggle the shoulder blades in towards one another. Arms as wide as you feel is good in your body. And allow each exhale to deepen your sense of relaxation. Let your body sink into the mat, into the earth, feeling the sense of the earth rising up to hold you. Allow the nutrients of your practice to flood your body. And if you can stay here a little longer, I really encourage you to do so. Maybe you are completely ready for bed now. Maybe you're planning to have a nice bath, a warm drink. Make sure you take the time you need to nurture and look after yourself, to fill up, restock, replenish so that you can help others to do the same. So let's seal our practice together with 3 breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. First breath for heart. Second breath for soul. Third breath to see with the eyes of love. Exhale. The light in me bows to and honours the light in you. Thank you so much for practicing with me this evening. Namaste.